Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Today we're back and we're continuing where we left off from here in the previous video. So we're back here. We just did a poem for, I think it looks like, I think the poems reflect on like which character we want to be with, and apparently we got Sayori, so we're gonna go with Sayori. I'm assuming. I don't know what happened, so I'm excited to see what happens. So let's get going. And right, Monica saying hello. Hi again, Haru. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else here is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Haru. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So you already told me that you didn't want to join the clubs this year, and last year too. Jeez, why can't be on my? I have Sayori that's like being a bully towards me for not joining clubs, and now I don't need to have your sass, okay, Natsuki? I appreciate if you can just lower down your anger, okay? We gotta be calm here. You're up to here, you gotta go down to here, madam. All right. Anyways, all right. I don't know if you plan to just to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga in a collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Manga is literature. I mean, I never actually read manga. Then again, I don't read a lot in general. But like I had some sort of interest in maybe manga, but like only manga, and eventually, but I'm not sure if I really want to. But we'll just see what happens, because there's a lot of things I could have probably liked to see, like, but maybe in the future when I do have some time or some spare money, I would definitely want to invest in some like manga for certain animes here and there. But anyways, swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Haru gives us its best. Haru always give it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy and it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Jeez, somebody's committing arson. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Haru could become good friends too. Sayori. Dot. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri brought you even. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. What does that mean? Wait, what? What? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Oh my gosh, she's definitely like, what's she, is it the Dondere? Is that what they're called? Isn't that what they're called, these people, when they're like, when they're so shy? Isn't it, they call it Dondere? I'm missing my tropes here. They already made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't really expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasurable. I can't read. I can't read. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make any big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't really usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you want. Aw, stop being so cute, Yuri. Yuri's being so cute. Oh, this is. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she'll think I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I will definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick something off some scheduled activities for a club. But it doesn't seem to be the case. So here, Monica and having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her tense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I can read some of the book that Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to Yuri's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is the idea of a literature sounds too dense and it's intellectual. But it's not like all that. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way to showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Oh God. Wait, is it like a little temper tantrum, like or something like that? I'm not sure how I'm supposed to approach this, but anyways, that doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with something with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their to their creative minds. What's this? Sarah's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In the case, what do you think do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Oh, I keep I forgot that I have like look at the other monitor and I'm like leaning over here so you don't see me, but I should probably be doing like this. But I don't know. Sorry about that. And I love how I have glasses because you can't really see my eyes because of the brightness of the monitor, which I apologize. It's just about the lighting in my room is just horrible. So I hope to hopefully fix that eventually, but right now my lighting's horrible. You're just gonna deal with the glass glare and everything, so I'm sorry. Anyways, cupcakes? Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcake speaks to my creative tummy. Oh my god. Is that all you think okay, is that all you think about, Yuri? Do you think about food? I mean, don't get me wrong, food's food, but like, you guys were talking about literature. What? Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Did I read that? Did I deliver that line correctly? Wait, what? I didn't read that. Wait, history. Anyway, we need to still work on the details of the event itself. Yeah, cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. There we go. Okay, I was reading that correctly. I find myself smiling. In the end, Yuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Yuri can put her mind into things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! Jesus! Sayori! You're way too close! Personal space! Okay, anyways. Wow! I think any of you guys who are watching this right now are probably cringing on how terribly I deliver these lines, so I apologize in advance. I opened my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does their school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have to have less time for anime, you know. You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah? I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. And that's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair sticking out all around here. Ah! I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get it right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look at your bow. Your bow isn't. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe out the stain with my finger, but nobody would never notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you would thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Oh god. Once you see how much better it looks, you will change your mind. Aw, look at this. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking of how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Eh? But don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. What is it? Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever button it, you wouldn't have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. She's so childish. Oh dear, this is gonna be interesting. Dude, don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look so much better now, so ha. Oh wait, ah. Why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh, not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't ever let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyways, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You doing it again, Yuri? Aw, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone, Jesus freaking Monica, you just swooped right out there. Okay. Alright. Anyways, I gotta calm myself. Sorry about that. Yeah? Monica suddenly calls out. Why do we share why don't we share the poems we wrote to now? Yay! Alright, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Suri still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really have done this before. Well, now that everyone's late, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Suri and Monica enthusiastically pulled out of their poems. Suri is on the wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well as reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Whose poem should I write show my poem to first. Let's go to Monica. I like Monica. She seems pretty sophisticated, I guess you can say. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting the effort. Hi, Harlow. Having a good time so far? Ah, yes. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Haru. We're all in a little bears today, you know? But that sort of behaviors, that's all we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Yuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if we had these sorts of things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe when I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew someone would be so happy and would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure you end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always hope you to find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Oh god, the fake laughs I try to do. I am terrible at making fake laughter. Alright, anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read then. Alright, here we go. Gotta read more. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that sparkles protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know I never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay then. This is very interesting, honestly. Does she have a thing for me? I mean, I don't mind. I don't mind that Monica has a thing for me, but you know. Anyways. So, what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting out an emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can really be powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you can say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, sometimes like that. Something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about stuff like that, but because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you will never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just make a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She sounds like a wonderful person for like to advertise something. Like if she can be like good in one of those TV commercials that you see every day. But anyways, who should I write to my poem to show my poem to next? Let's do Sayori. Why not? Sayori. ... Oh my goodness. It's so good. This is so good, Haruo. Eh? I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't even like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm not sure I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a horror poem. And that's what makes it feel extra special. And I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you wrote that one. It reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Haruo. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm really I think we need to have like a compilation of every time I screwed up on rating something, and then somebody just like edits all these like little clips and just me just blah 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 or making some weird noise just because I can't read. Oh my. We're gonna have a long day, aren't we? I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing her how much this means to her and all. Yeah? I'm gonna make sure that you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you're gonna read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Way to end a great poem. I mean, like, come on. Let's be honest here. That's you can think of anything to end a poem. Just leave it at, but I'm not mad or anything like that. But you put, I want breakfast. Anyways, solid poem right there. 8 out of 10. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it like that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hehe. This was so much fun. Monika's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, let's get... Who should I write my poem to next? Natsuki. Let's do Natsuki, why not? ... question mark. Okay. Well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki, reread my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Eh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could be doing other things. Ooh. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to hope you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Ooh. Well, I won't be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were really supposed to help me show the dumb... you were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went in and ruined it. I hope you're happy. ... So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retorts and Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Ooh, you don't understand anything, do you? I understand that I already told you that you don't have to go into announcing to the world that you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure it out if it's a win or loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? You're fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Short and sweet. I like it. I like that. That's pretty good, actually. Anyways. Yeah? I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, it's because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be so sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, is to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around doing great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I like to set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it falls. But then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess when you went into it, then I realized it. That's what I mean that's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is really feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I read my poem to next? Yuri, why not? We still got 27 minutes in, so I'm trying to see if I can try to squeeze in all the poems in before the 30-minute mark, but we'll see what happens. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that may be after reading it through it. Is it that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri burst her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice, but she's been several minutes. I couldn't help but notice, but it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to the new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable things that I can recognize the new writers is that when they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick on writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit it to the two together. The end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice and by learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself or to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share your thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly as if it's the rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, it isn't supposed to be something about a literature club? I didn't even know I read it correctly. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last light yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, comes breathing the air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's deep. So Yuri's like a really deep, like she's wordy but deep in a way. I gotta stretch here. I'm sorry if I have such terrible handwriting. That wasn't a terrible handwriting. That was actually kind of beautiful. The handwriting is really beautiful. Well, what? I was thinking about that at all. But look, but you took a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. You actually think your handwriting is pretty? Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem, even though it's short and it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. But I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since our first time sharing, I want to write something a little bit more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Haruo. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you didn't only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or painting a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to the ghost, lingering in her last remaining place on comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left alone with nothing. That's a lot more solemn to putting it that way. And I started saying these words correctly, so I apologize in advance again. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's not nothing really. Well, it really makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Oh, didn't mean to hit that. Okay. All right, it won't be long before you pick up these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. Is that if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what means I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange their sheets of poems, sharing their respective poems. They don't look happy. They don't look happy at all. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change, as Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Oh dear, that's they look mad. They don't look good. They look very upset. This is not gonna be good, isn't it? This is not gonna turn out well. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Well, what's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you only have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but really didn't came out nice at all. Blah, 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 blah. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Haruo did too. So based on that, I'll give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Haruo liked my poem too, you know. He even told me that he was impressed by it. The music stopped. The music stopped. That's not good. No, when the music stopped, that's not good. Oh no. Oh. I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? Oh my god. That's not what I... You're just stands up as well. Maybe just jealous that Haru appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you expect he appreciate my advice more? If you didn't appreciate my advice more. Oh god. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything all I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose boob magically grew a size bigger. Wait, did I say boob? I mean, boobs magically grew a size bigger than Haru started showing up. Natsuki! Oh, Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they'd noticed I was just standing there. Haru! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she can get over herself and learning to appreciate that simple writing is more than effective, then this wouldn't have been happening in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? That meaning should jump out of the reader, not force him to have them figure out. Help me explain that to her, Haru. But wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. I can't read. Avoiding them is not the only unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right, Haru? Well? How did I drag myself into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they probably think even more highly of me. Of course, that's going to be, Natsuki, Yuri. Help me, Sayori! Help me! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words that I had in my mouth. And so I instead turn to Yuri. Oh god. Yuri? ... But Yuri's expressionless is so defenseless that I can't even bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making your Sayori uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know when you're making your friend feel like this? Haru? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Oh, she said stop. Oh no. Dashed line. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same And Yuri's boobs are the same as they are always were. Big and beautiful. Okay, so Yuri, you need to relax on that. Like, you don't need to scream that out loud. Yeah, even Natsuki's like... Yuri's like that too. So Yuri stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori's vice president, I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, but I can't organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I can't bring myself to interject. As president, it's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori's just amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I wouldn't hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genius person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I can get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Haru, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you will learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. ... I think to myself, did I just learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can get at least a better job impressing of those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Moro, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has become a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, well, what happened earlier? Huh? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen very often? No. I can't. I might stop reading. Oh God. All right. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like this. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Haruo, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like he still hasn't come onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Wait, what? Let's do this? Alright. Anyways, I'm probably going to stop where we left off here. I know we're a little bit past the 30-minute mark that I wanted to, but I didn't want to do, like, cut midway through here. But thank you guys for joining me on this video. And in the next video, we will continue while we left off here. So that was a good run. That was about, like, almost an hour, but about 40 minutes in. Thank you guys for showing up. And please leave a like if you like this video. And feel free to comment, and I'd love to hear what you guys say about this. If I'm doing terribly at reading, let me know. I would love to figure out what to do and improve better. So there's always room for improvement. But anyways... thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys then, everybody. So I looked into more about this whole desktop feature that they have here on Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, and I just opened this side stories. This is to get the side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the main events of the game. To get all 6 side stories, try running poems for different characters and viewing them with their special scenes in the DDLC. Oh, so does that mean we get to do the other poem? So we probably want to do the other poems too, like go on our first day and make the poem. Oh, that's very interesting. So I guess we can take a look at that later on, but that's a bunch of side stories. So yeah, I'm actually really interested to see this. So I guess in the next video we're probably gonna have to actually continue off where we can probably look at what we're looking for Yuri's and Natsuki's poems. So I'm probably gonna start off there instead of actually continuing on. Maybe that might be actually nice, but we'll see what happens. But until then, let's get right on it. I'll see you guys then, everybody. Bye bye.